These numbers are growing fast. More than 1,000 people now have contracted that mysterious lung illness that's linked to vaping, and more than 24 people have died.
And tonight we know a lot more about why vaping is so dangerous, thanks to research right here in Colorado.
Contact 7 investigator David Clue tonight explains how vaping became the perfect storm of marketing, addiction, and death.
That perfect storm began with a marketing plan designed to strike at an audience with almost no ability to fight back: teens.
I've been getting them since I was like 14.
I got into it and I got very addicted.
This is made to addict kids, so it snuck up on them, and it snuck up on parents too.
Dr. Robin Dietering has been fighting back for years in front of anyone who will listen.
In my career, can't think of an epidemic for kids' health like we have now that is life-threatening.
I'm 18 years old.
Depending upon what they put in, addicting, causes them to increase their opportunity or chance that they're going to smoke later.
The product was promoted as a way to quit smoking, but researchers say it's now doing just the opposite.
We do know that young people who start with vaping are more likely to go on to use other forms of tobacco in the future.
Thomas Ilioia is a tobacco cessation expert and director of a nationwide helpline based right here in Denver.
Thank you for calling the Colorado Quit Line. This is
just a few months ago, his call center counselors were lucky to get a handful of teens needing help kicking a vaping addiction. Not anymore.
They're really concerned about it, and so they've been calling, texting, and going online and using our chat function to say, you know, look, I'm worried about what I've seen in the media.
And while Ilioia is dealing with the addicted, his employer, National Jewish Health, has been busy figuring out why the vape craze is killing so many who never got the chance to quit. And they're using this, a vaping machine that pulls vapor over human lung cells, with and without flavors, nicotine, oils. And what they're finding is unlike anything we've heard so far in the search for what's causing so many to get sick.
Is there a certain manufacturing process or a certain supplier or a certain combination of products that is more damaging than another? We don't know that yet.
What Dr. Irina Petraki is saying is that all vaping products likely have the potential to injure or even kill. Here's what that vape machine is now telling researchers. As superheated vape juice is inhaled, it hits the cilia along the airways first, instantly cooling to body temperature. The vape chemicals then shutting down the ability to produce mucus, which the body uses to keep the airways clear. It then reaches the lungs, where the cooled vapor now coats the lung cells, paralyzing or even killing them, and allowing viruses and bacteria to invade unabated.
With this burden of irritants, it cannot be cleared as we normally clear the pollutants that we inhale, and it's causing severe inflammation. Some of these conditions become irreversible.
So the young vapor is already swimming against the current, and if they can survive that kind of impact to their lungs, well, what comes next only compounds the problem. You see, addiction comes easy to the teenage brain. Too easy. Unlike in adults, nicotine disrupts the development of a teen's brain, the addiction instantly impacting learning and memory. Even in low doses, nicotine can make the teen more susceptible to brain disorders like ADHD. But perhaps even more frightening, once an addiction is created, the young brain develops an appetite for other addictions: alcohol, cocaine, meth, and heroin.
You're priming the brain, you're creating those pathways through the brain from one brain cell to the next that then can be reactivated in the future by other substances, and that's really concerning.
Finally, for those who have chosen to quit vaping, other than coaching and counseling, there are no approved products to ease the urges. No patches, no nicotine gum.
We haven't researched what's the right quit response for kids. So we don't know exactly what the right products are to substitute for nicotine from these kids who are addicted.
At the end of the day, this epidemic was a perfect storm that took years to ignite and will no doubt take years to extinguish.
I think all vaping is bad. End of story. Bad.
I'm David Clue, Denver 7.